Saturday mornings used to be a sacred time when kids, fueled by bowls of sugary cereal, flocked to their TV screens for a binge-worthy block of cartoon programming. But that was a long, long time ago. And Saturday morning cartoons have since disappeared into the pop culture's past.
Oh boy, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Saturday Morning Cartoons, where each and every Saturday, at least 3 out of the month, we delve back into your past. We talk about cartoons that you grew up with, that you remember, that you may not remember. We're here to remind you of that. And along with my lovely co-hosts, Rosemary Rose and Jerome Connor, we are your Saturday morning team. So we had a show last night. Our classic television SmackDown was not scheduled last night because we had scheduled some guests from the Hulu or FX TV series Alien Earth, and one showed up. So that was fine because that was one we did not have the week or earlier this month when we did it. And it was a great show. It was 2 hours. It was tiresome. People were falling asleep. We pretty much talked about a lot and still didn't get through half of what we wanted to talk about. So if you wanted to see that show, it is online. It's on YouTube as well, so you guys can go ahead and pick up on that. If you're Alien Earth fans, there were a lot of insider information that was told during that show, and it ended up being great. How are you guys doing this morning?
Okay.
Fine.
How was your week, Rose, or should I ask?
Oh, my week was the same as usual, but I did play hooky yesterday.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling all that great anyway, so, but, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Charlie. Yeah. No Twitch today. You're right on that. I think I scheduled this for YouTube up there.
You did.
I'm only allowed 3, and I'm wondering if that's going to affect Joe.
It will.
It is on YouTube. Well, we're on YouTube.
Yeah, it's always dangerous.
I was going to say, why are we on YouTube? I thought we walked away from YouTube.
We're on YouTube because of your program. Okay, I'm not afraid of what you are showing today, Jerome, over YouTube. So we'll see. Somebody's alarm just went off.
Yeah, that's mine. It's my diabetes stuff.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, and you, Jerome, what's going on with you?
Let's see. Last week, because we didn't have it, I'll tell you this. Last Friday, I got a tooth yanked.
Okay.
So I'm on lots of meds. But I want to wish my wife a happy belated birthday on Thursday. And yesterday was our wedding anniversary.
Happy wedding anniversary to you. How many years, Jerome?
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
That's how important it is. That's how important it is. Okay.
I think it's 15, maybe 14. I can't remember. All I know is I remembered the day. That was the more important thing.
Oh, my husband always thinks my birthday's in July, and we've been married for 28 years. So there you go.
No, I I always know that the anniversary and her birthday are like this. So I can, if I miss one, I won't miss the other one.
Yeah. Well, I've been married for 0 years. Happily married for 0. And happy. Hey, good morning, Joe. You scooted out on us last night. We saw you kind of getting a little tired there. So, Mark and Lee and I stayed on for a little longer and chatted a bit, but I can tell you were tired. But I'm glad you made it all the way through the show at least. But great show last night. And like I mentioned, when Charlie mentioned there's no Twitch today. No, I'm the reason I put this on YouTube because we get a wider audience on YouTube than we do Twitch. And because of the content of this morning's show, I figure we're going to be pretty safe. I doubt that there are any copyright issues with what we're showing this morning. So
hey, I just wanted to make one thing noted to you, Mark. Your friend that was in Superman, I can't think of his name now.
Terrence. He watched the show last night too. Yeah.
So I rewatched Superman the other day, and I looked for Terrence's name in the credits. Okay, and I saw it. Did you see how they've added what they've named his character?
His character's Otis, right?
Right. Did you see what his last name was?
Mm-mm.
Otis's last name is
Berg.
Berg? Yeah, Berg.
B-E-R-G.
Yeah,
now say the whole name.
Right. I know. In Superman, it's mentioned Otis Berg. I got it. So, yeah. No, I knew that.
I didn't know that.
Light of it, but yeah, I don't think Otis in the original in 78 Superman had a last name.
No, he didn't.
Just that too. Yeah. So I guess they decided to add it. So that was pretty good little Easter egg there. That's
a cute thing.
Yeah. I do remember seeing that.
I was surprised. I watched it again and I laughed when I saw the credits. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it is good. It is a good show. All right, so a couple things. Hold on for a sec. I need to do this. So this is the last show of the month. Okay, the last show of the month, but it's not the last show of our lives, not yet. At least we have entered our. Hold on, I always gotta go that way when I think about it. We have entered our 7th year, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait a minute, I'm on the wrong screen. Hold on for a sec. Yes, we have entered year number 7. And to think that 7 years of this show that we haven't ran out of content is amazing to me. It's absolutely amazing to me. And I just want to thank everyone that has followed us all the way through 7 or even up until now. I don't care how long you've been with us, but thank you so much for at least peeking in. We had a big audience last night. We had new people that I noticed on the meters when I checked the viewing. There is an Alien Earth Facebook page that we gathered people in. Oh, Joe, if you didn't know, we had 200 people watching last night. Okay, I think that's our biggest audience for any of our shows. So there were a lot
incredible.
Of people. Yeah, that was really, really great last night. So cool show, good show. I kind of sat back in the wings a little bit because our guest provided me with, and I couldn't download them all, just too many. We had 100 photos that we showed last night. Okay, 100 freaking photos, and that was great. Jackie was with us yesterday. That was great to see her. Good morning to you too, Jackie. But 7 years, guys, we've been on the air doing Saturday morning cartoons. There are a lot of anniversaries that happen this month, mainly because it is the month of September and cartoon season. Johnny Quest, the only thing that's important in my life, is 61 years old. Okay, what else do I have here? I think Scooby-Doo had a birthday this month. Kara had a birthday this month. It's been a busy month in terms of anniversaries and things of that nature. So we are doing, oh God, man, I do one thing and I forget to do another. My apologies. You guys got anything to share while I scramble here a bit?
My book's launch date and publication date coincides with our show. The day we did our first show, I did it in the car. And later on, I went to my book launch party at noon.
I remember that.
Wow, that's freaking amazing.
That's how I remember it, because it's like two things on the same day.
Well, I'm gobsmacked. That is unbelievable. Congratulations for you.
Thank you.
That's wow. That's fantastic. All right, so it's somebody's show today. I can't remember exactly whose show it is today. Would somebody like to remind me whose show it is today? You may speak.
I do believe it is my show.
There you go. And we were waiting for that response. Yes, it is Jerome's show this morning. So, Jerome, you got something that you want to go ahead and tell us about your show today?
Before you get rid of all three of us, I have a question for you. Right about this time of the year, what was the one big thing we all got in the 1960s and 70s that we all got in the mail, that showed up in the mail?
The Sears wish book.
The Sears catalog, exactly. Now, for certain boys of a certain age, they would flip to the, lady lingerie page. But, for most of us, it was lay down on the floor and stare at the toy section and plot out.
Is that what you were staring at? Was the toy section? Okay, got it.
Depended upon how old I was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rose has absolutely no idea what we're talking about. Are you, Rose?
Actually, I do.
Okay. All right.
I had my closest friend was of male age when I was growing up, and when we would go shopping together, he always wanted to walk through the women's lingerie section.
Yeah. Okay. While Jerome was looking at the toys, I was looking at toys too.
Yeah. Like I said, when I got older, I moved to a new section. Okay. But look, when that came out and we all sat down and looked at it, it was like we were trying to plan D-Day on what we wanted and how we were going to convince our family that this is what we had to have for Christmas.
And got the big pen out. Big pen.
Yeah, exactly.
Pen.
The pen, the marker. I even wrote down the list of the toy name, what page, and the item number on it so they could fill it out.
Oh, dear me.
I was serious about my toys. Yeah.
Well, all I got was a rock.
Now, because Mark mentioned this last show that on Labor Day weekend, they would do the new episode start, and they would do this Friday night show to sort of give you a hint of what you're going to see over the next season. That's when they would start also the new toys. Okay. Yes. And you get those commercials over the next few months because they wanted to implant in our brains what we were going to bug our parents, what we wanted for Christmas, or in my case, my birthday, which is at the end of October. So I figured we should look at these because this is the season that the kids are now going to start bugging us for Christmas toys. I know my daughter has already started. So this is it. This is the toys. Some of these I got, some of these I didn't get. So I figured we should go through some of these. So Mark, if you could please kindly run clip number 1 or the commercial number 1.
What a shot. The Watsons have just about clinched the $1 million rebound championship. Bob, give us the highlights up to this point.
Well, Jim, the Kleppels took an early lead in this two-cushion rebound game, but after the fourth shot were a solid 60 points ahead. Then Dick Watson came through with a beauty to even the score. In the sixth, with tension mounting, Jerry Kleppel flubbed a big one, leaving it wide open for the spectacular shot that just about wrapped up the game for the Watsons.
Thank you, Bob. Now back to live action. The Kleppels are down to their last shot, worth $1 million. And, what a shot it'll have to be.
He's taking his time. He aims. It's off the right bank. Perfect off the left wall. Through the two blues. He's made it.
And we were only kidding about the $1 million.
Rebound, a competitive game for 2 or 4 players from Ideals.
Okay, so first introduced in 1971, the bumpers on the top end of it were nothing more than wide rubber bands that you put on there, and it's basically a tabletop version of shuffleboard. Each side gets 4 of these little pucks that are plastic washers with a ball bearing in it so that it will roll. And you basically, just as it showed you, that's all it was that. Came in a really big box. I got mine back in 1974. And after the first 3 or 4 games, you're done because you're bored with it. Okay. Anybody ever played this game or got it or anything?
I remember it. I never had it. As being an only child, and I really lived isolated for the first few of my growing years. I really had to have games where I could play alone.
No, I was out on the street rebounding. Okay, I was out on the street rebounding hubcaps against the curb. That was.
You weren't playing stickball out on the street there with your friends?
No, we didn't play stickball. No, I was actually on a little league, so we played real baseball.
Oh, I want to see a picture of you in a little league uniform.
I thought all New Englanders played stickball, so my bad.
No, that's city.
Well, and I'm not from New England, so and I started playing baseball when I was 8 years old. I was playing 8 years old, so I was a first baseman. So no, I did not play this one, so that's cool.
Okay.
I was today's old that I didn't know Maryland wasn't part of New England, the New England states.
No, actually, believe it or not, education time here. Where's Hysteria when you need it? I love that show. Maryland is considered part of the South. In the Civil War, we fought for the North.
Because the upper border of Maryland is actually the Mason-Dixon line.
Mason-Dixon.
I never knew that. Thank you so much for the history lesson this morning, Mark.
Anytime. All right, Jerome, what else you got?
All right. Well, the next one was Pure Boy Toy. So go ahead and run clip number 2.
He's a demolition demon in a beat-up Chevrolet. It ain't worth $1, so he wrecks it every day. Now here's Kenner's SSP smash-up derby set. And you can hoot and holler, cause you ain't seen nothing yet. Crash, bang, crack 'em up, put 'em back again. Crash, bang, smash 'em up, it's smash-up time, my friend. Kenner's SSP smash-up derby set comes with everything you see right here.
All right, released in 1973. I got my set that year also. It ran for about 10 years before they pulled them. Different cars, as you see with this one. This is the one I got that you see the picture. Comes with 2 ramps and those yank cords. And the reason they look like they're sitting somewhat off kilter is because there's a big wheel in the middle that you can't see that when you pull it, spins it and provides the motion. Also in the front, there's a little tab about not even a half an inch that has to hit something for the doors, the hood, and the trunk to go flying off. It's part of the mechanism. The wheels would fly off, but only if you hit something really, really hard, because those wheels did not normally come off. This was a great toy in the early to mid 70s, because where I was living, we did it on the middle of the road, which was absolutely hysterical. Ironically, somewhere I've got the yank piece, but I don't have the toy anymore. So, that's pretty much what it is. This was a fun toy. Anybody ever played with these?
Yes, I had this.
Did you?
Yeah, I did have this set, and my brother and I, of course, everything we got, we shared when it's, something like this. And we enjoy crashing the hell out of these things. Of course, our bedroom was so small, we'd always have to reach under the bed to get the damn thing up off the ramp. So, yeah, go ahead, Rose, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say I never had this, but I did have some kind of cars with the kind of pull tab.
Yep.
And they were always fun.
Mark, if you go back to that first picture you had, see on the front of those cars a little white tab? That's what you had to hit to get the sides and everything else.
Yeah, it's a little contact button there for the
and
thing to explode, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you look on the blue car, right where the door is, you'll see a little white square. That's what would push the door off. Okay.
Ah, ingenious. That's engineering right there, man. That's what I like. When toy creators can come up with ideas like this, that's really good. Hey guys, if you're joining us for the first time this morning, this is I couldn't find your banner. Jerome, what the hell's the name of this show?
Even more toys and games.
There you go. Even more toys and games. My bad. I could not. I copied over the files to my C drive, and they did not copy all the files. So I don't know what happened there. So anyway, so good morning. Welcome to Even More Toys and Games.
These were the commercials we watched while we were watching the cartoons. So okay, so this was because during the 70s, the wonderful ABC Wide World of Sports would also run the occasional smash up derbies.
Woo-hoo.
All right. Now this next one, I'm going to be honest. I never had this, never saw the appeal, but I know a lot of kids that loved it. Came out in 1974, and it was usually sold via those TV commercial ads where you had to call or write in to get it. So if you could run number 3, please.
This is not a girl toy, right? Are you showing us a girl toy?
I'm showing you it's a if it's a boy toy, it's a girl toy, it doesn't matter.
All right.
I'd like you to meet Squirmels. Come on out here, Squirmels.
Can I make Squirmels do all that?
Sure. Just hook on its string and look at it go. You can make Squirmels do all kinds of tricks.
What's that? It's Squirmels. I don't believe it.
Squirmels comes in its container, complete with instructions and string, from the Ilfelder Toy Company.
Oh my God, you just put me right back into therapy. Good God in heaven. Oh man, that's terrible.
I don't think anybody who had this must have played with it for very long, because I mean it's like a 20-minute thing.
Thing. Look, I have a mouse phobia. Okay, mouse and rat phobia, and this probably takes me as close to a mouse rat phobia as the Smurfs. Let's put it that way.
Okay, so let me explain how this toy worked. Okay, basically it's a fuzzy piece of cloth with some squiggly eyes, and a fishing line is attached to it. You attach this fishing line to you, and you have to move your hands away from yourself to get it to appear that it's moving, or you move your body, whatever. This toy is nothing more than a magic gimmick that once you learn how to do it, and if you watch carefully, once you learn about how the hands work and how everything else moves, you can see how they do it, especially when he did it with his hands, how he was constantly moving his hands away from himself to get it to work.
I kid you not. Oh my God, that's so.
I never had one of these, but in the mid 70s, this thing was really, really popular. There were kids all over the place that had this. And because they knew the trick and they never told anybody, they always were able to convince all the other kids that they were really good at this trick. And because, fishing.
That toy, that was for demented people. I'm sorry. I mean,
all right. Well, you're going to love this. It died out in about the mid to late 70s and into the early 80s. And in the 90s, it got revitalized as a fly fishing lure. Okay, but the copyright and trademark and the whole product went out of business in 98. Somebody else has rebought it and now is reselling them once again. They have come back. Man. But I love the fact that they were a fishing lure for a while.
Yeah, I can see them catching everything. So yeah. That is really gross. I mean, if you guys know what slugs are, back when you were a kid, you find slugs and you pour salt on them just to watch them die. But
I'm curious.
That's what that reminds me of.
I wonder if anybody in the cartoon crew ever had this one, because this was such a stupid. And the ads on TV, you'd have to pay like $3 or $4, which was quite a bit of money back then. And you be like, Dad, can we buy this? No, it's stupid.
Yeah. Hey, Terry, across the pond there over in Ireland, were your people dumb enough to create something like this for your children to play with? Do you have moles?
By the way, Jackie comments about this.
Yeah, she says not here. Yeah. Now she's right. It ain't gonna be in my house.
Okay. Now this next one, go ahead and run clip 4. This will calm you down. This is a good one.
Yeah, let me start off before we play this. This was probably one of the remember I studied architecture. Okay, and this was probably one of the best gifts my mother ever gave me for Christmas. So thank you for adding this one.
Okay.
Amazing. These are just a few of the designs that can be made with Spirograph by Kenner. Change wheels, change colors, make a million multicolored designs, each so beautiful your eyes won't believe what your hands have done. Spirograph by Kenner. So much fun you'll never want to stop. Spirograph, the world's most fascinating new toy.
It's Kenner! It's fun! Ah!
Okay, so basically, this version of the plastic gears came out in 1962. The concept of spirograph, that the concept that we use today, actually was invented back in the 1840s. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, because they used leftover gears from manufacturing. That's where this whole idea came from. And if you look at them, it's basically you've got gears with holes in them. Now, like Mark said, this was a great thing for him. This is also great for mathematics because it teaches spatial theory and curvatures and everything else. This was incredibly popular and is still very popular. In the old day, Mark, you'll remember this, you had to put pins in to hold the gears into place.
Why would I remember this? Why would I remember that in the old days? Why would I remember this?
Because it was a favorite toy.
No, not the toy, but me being in the old days. Okay, why pick on me? Okay, I get it. All right.
But when these came out, when we were still kids, you would use pins to hold them in place, the bigger one to hold it in place so that it wouldn't shift. Nowadays, instead of pins, they use a putty to hold it in place. Okay.
I made some great designs out of this thing, especially with the multicolored pins. It was a great toy.
It was awarded Game of the Year in 1967. Okay. And I guarantee you at one point, every kid in the world either played with one they owned or they played with someone else's, even if it was just for a couple of times.
Yeah, okay. I played with my friends.
Yeah, exactly. Same here. This was it's still out there. It's never been out of off the shelves. It's always been there and still is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really, really great toy for people that want to grow up as an artist, for people that want to draw. Mm-hmm. It gave really great, consistently formed lines, circles, spaces, the whole nine. You can't draw a bad drawing starting off with these things. I mean, I just loved it. This is one of the best gifts I've ever gotten from my mom.
I'm thinking of getting one this year for Gwen for Christmas because she wants to be an artist, she says.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I think people who are like you, who are an architect, or people, who love, the spatial design, it was like the perfect gift. I mean, I wasn't really ever a big artist, but, it was fun.
Yeah. It actually helped put me where I was today or am today, however you want to consider it. And it was great. It was just great.
Okay. All right. The next one came out in 1979, and it was the start of something. And we'll talk about it in a bit. Please run clip number 5.
We challenged hotshot Garland Dwyer with a Mattel Electronics baseball game.
You are on.
Inside, a tiny thinking computer plays like a team of pros. The computer fires a fastball.
Strike one.
Now a curve. It's a triple. Garland's trying to stretch it home.
You're out. Hey, who's in there?
Electronic baseball. One of 9 sports games from the #1 name, Mattel Electronics.
All right. Not a really complex game. LEDs moved around. And it was very primitive for it. I had the football one, not the baseball one. My brother had the baseball one. This was the start of the handheld electronics craze, 1979. Anybody ever played this game?
Oh, I owned the football one.
Okay. I would not expect anything less.
Yeah, I did not have it, but all my male friends at school had them. They carried them around all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, look how small that sucker is.
Yeah, that's a more modern version of it.
Yeah, I get that. But yeah, I had the football one, and I liked it. And you're right, it was the beginning of the electronic age. You know, it's kind of something, a shiny object to play with, something better than the board games that were out at the time. So, yeah, that was appropriate.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now this one, I'll say this. I wanted this. And I think it's a great commercial in 1974, and you'll see why when you see this next commercial. Run clip number 6, please.
My fellow music lovers, my music machines, the Panasonic Take and Tape that plays and records cassettes, and the Panasonic Dynamite 8 that plays 8-track cartridges. It's a blast. Their terrific colors play on batteries and electricity. But what makes the Panasonic Take and Tape and Dynamite 8 so right is that they both sound like dynamite!
Now, I wanted the 8-track one. As a matter of fact, somebody declared the 8-track one as the iPod of 1974. Yes, Mark.
All right. So my car, my Mustang Cobra 2, had an 8-track player. I was the coolest guy at the parks when we have cookout because I also had that 8-track item because I can take my cassettes out of the car right onto a park bench and put that sucker in. It was before the boombox, and I owned one. 8-track players, yes.
And what most people didn't know was when you hit it like he did, it changed the track.
Oh, okay? How cool.
Yeah. Like somebody said.
It was amazing.
This was the iPod of 1974. Okay. I wanted one very badly. My father kind of poo-pooed me and didn't get it. So
yeah, I wanted one also. I never got it. I wanted the blue one. What color was yours, Mark?
I still have some. What's that?
What color was yours, Mark?
Red's my favorite color, so it was always red. Yeah, it was red, and I actually think I have some old 8-track tapes, cassettes here in my house. I have to find it for maybe next week. I gotta dig it up. I know it's.
I love 8-tracks. I love 8-tracks. I love them, but they flaked off. You know.
Yeah, here's a funny thing. Cassettes are coming back. Tapes are making a comeback. And I'm like, keep going back, keep going back, keep going back.
Vinyl.
I'm waiting for reel to come back.
Vinyl has already come back.
Yes, vinyl has been out.
Cassettes coming back. I'm waiting for 8-tracks. I have down in my basement, I have my father's reel-to-reel player.
There you go. Yes, and I have a whole old technique. We were big back in the 80s with the sound systems, with the I can't talk, but vinyl record players, 45s, 33s, 78s. I mean, if you know those numbers, you are with me, bud. You grew up in the 70s.
Yeah.
You want to hear my sad story of the week? My sad music story?
What?
Sure.
Okay. I ordered Buckingham Nicks, which was the Fleetwood Mac. Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham were together before they joined Fleetwood Mac. Their album was just re-released for the first time. I thought I bought it on vinyl. I get the thing the other day, and it's on CD. I accidentally hit CD instead of vinyl.
Oh.
And I don't have a CD player in my car anymore.
It's so funny. It's the same with my laptop here. I don't have a DVD player in my laptop. So I literally went on Amazon and had to literally purchase a disk drive. Okay, because I don't have them in any of my computers in this house. But I have a bunch of disc with work on it. And I'm like, holy crap, I can't get the information off of this. So literally went on Amazon and bought one of these suckers.
I have.
We're so old.
The computer that's sitting below this one has got a disc player. That's why I'm hanging on to it.
Oh yeah. That's
I love what Jackie said about her parents.
Yeah, I heard that too. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. 8-tracks are the bomb. I'm sorry. They're big and bulky and take up a lot of space, but man, they're great. I love them.
If you had an 8-track player in your car, you got the babes.
Yeah, you got the babes. I'm telling you, man. I had, for some bizarre reason, we were middle class when I was growing up, even though I was raised, by my mom, and it was 3 of us. She did very, very, very well for us. And then when I got work, I got everything that was new. Everything was. I had the first bag phone, before I had the hard case phone, and I never had a phone in my car because I put my seatbelt around the bag phone so I can make calls while I'm driving. Man, I was the bomb back then.
Now again, remember, these are all the commercials that are going on while we're watching cartoons.
Right. Yeah.
That's the funny part.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Good
this
job.
Next one is Pure Boy. I'm sorry. For 1964, when this came out, this was Pure Boy. And every time the Sears catalog came out, it was in there. I kept bugging my parents to get it. They kept saying no. Okay. So run clip number 7. I think you're all going to remember this, wanting this one. Even the girls.
Okay.
Grown-ups get all the breaks.
Sure, but now you can have your own shooting gallery with the Electro-Shot Shooting Gallery by Marks. Feel the firepower. Squeeze off shot after shot with this electric rifle. And look, press the switch, and you've got a rapid-fire submachine gun. Reloads itself, too. And what a wild choice of targets. Bag a lion, if you dare. Clang the bell, if you can. Rock the clown, but he's no pushover. The automatic scorekeeper shows you how sharp you are. Or are you? Try again. A bullseye. Pick off the revolving ducks. Watch them go down. Well, sometime. Spin the traveler. What a challenge for everyone. 8 wild, banging, spinning, bouncing, soaring targets. Get the Electro-Shot Shooting Gallery by Marks.
Yeah.
You had that?
I'm jealous. All right, released in 1964. It was fully encased. There was no way to get those things out without breaking the balls, without breaking it. Required 4 C-size batteries, not included. And the bullets, as you saw, were steel balls like pachinko machines. I played this a couple of times at a friend's house. Loved it. Dad would never let me get it.
It was tops on my Christmas list when I first saw the commercial. And like my brother and I, we all went to bed early the night before because we want to get up really early the next day to see what was under the tree. Although Dad did wake us up in the middle of the night. Before my mom divorced him, we knew he was putting the bikes together, whatever. And this was one of the gifts I had under the tree. And I like to say, ladies and gentlemen, my generation never became an active shooter because of it. All righty? Didn't drop any anvils on anybody's head or anything like it. We love this thing. We loved it. This is old county fair kind of shooting gallery. It was fantastic. Yeah.
I remember the one. Do you guys remember the one where you could do the tin cans and you could pop off the tin can one? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Joe, I'm surprised. Really. There's so many of them.
I remember the dart guns. You know, they had the suction cups on them.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Lots of those.
Yeah. You know why? You know why Joe has never heard of these? Because it's he's a boy of the 80s, so he was in the action figure era.
Yep.
You know,
yeah, that's true.
And a lot of these games by that time had gone away. You know, I was born in the 70s, and I remember a lot of these games. But you know, I also liked my Star Wars action figures, and by the time Joe was born, it was G.I. Joe, He-Man,
Transformers.
Yes, all those. Is that era. So a lot of these games he's bringing up today, they're more classic.
Yeah. Well, this one
under the.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jerome.
No, I was going to do a segue into the next one.
Okay, well, under the tree we got we had a lot of board games. From Sorry to Monopoly, even Mousetrap and what's the surgery one called? Operation. Stupid me, of course. Yeah, Operation. We had all those kind of toys, but some of the innovative stuff. Even a commercial that I showed before we went on break last week. A barrel full of monkeys. How simple of a toy could that be? But still, it gave you some great fun for an hour or so.
Yeah, and it was good for being. It was a good hand-eye wrist coordination game. Those barrel of monkeys.
Yeah, you know what? Let me say, Jackie's mentioned something in one of her comments here that just shocked me, and I've got to go back up. Oh, read this. Does this not say 52 years of marriage?
Yeah, that was the 8-track tape thing.
For God's sakes, Jackie, how old are you?
No, her parents.
Oh, is it parents? Where does it say that?
If you go back up, it talks about the night that her parents met.
Okay, got it. But her parents were married for 52 years. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, that's still an incredibly long time.
Incredible.
That is an incredibly long time. But good for you and good for your parents there, Jackie.
I was looking for this. I just remembered where I found it. Guess what I have here?
Oh.
I know what that is. Hold on. Hold that up, Jerome, for a sec. Let me moving buttons here. Oh yeah, there you go. Barrel full of monkeys.
I want some.
Oh, that's awesome.
I want some. I want to play.
You can still get them anywhere.
I want to come play with you and Cara, Jerome.
Huh?
So I want to come play with you, Gwen and Cara.
And it even says barrel of monkeys.
Well, I think my container was brown.
Right. Some of them were. A lot of them for the longest time they were brown, and then the 80s and 90s hit, and they changed the colors because the monkeys were at one point multiple colors. They're not that anymore.
Yes, they were multiple colors. Yeah. Boy, oh my God. All right. Wow. So all right. So look, you're running fast here, dude. And I didn't plan any commercials because I figure everything we're showing right now is a commercial.
Right. I was going to plan some commercials, but I had problems with download. I got the first 10, which is why I asked you to download number 11. Okay.
Which I did not do.
It's okay.
But I will, or did I not?
Right.
No,
we'll get to that. But let's talk about number 8 for a second. This came out, and in fact, I was stunned when I saw this commercial, simply because who's in it. So go ahead and run number 8. By the way, number 8 coming up. I own this one. Okay, I got this in Christmas 1976.
So did I. I owned this too, and we kept making jokes over the name.
Yep.
Hey, tell everybody what's so great about this gift pack for Christmas.
Because the GAF Talking Viewmaster is so educational. Watch. How deep's the Grand Canyon?
The Grand Canyon is over a mile deep.
Yeah. Tell them more.
The GAF Talking Viewmaster is fun.
Tell them the best part.
It'll keep your kids quiet for hours.
You can kill that there.
I didn't even see what was going on, but yeah, GAF.
The fact that Henry Fonda even did a commercial stunned me, and the fact that it was the Talking Viewmaster, which was even funnier. All right, so Viewmasters, we all know what they are. You put the little thing to your eye, you put the disc in, and it would have little pictures on either side for each eye. It was called stereophonics. You would slide the lever, and it would turn the disc, and you'd get new pictures. Okay. And the best way to do it was to hold it up to the light or the sunlight so you get it even brighter. All right. That went on for a while. This one came out in 1970. As you saw, it's a 71. Took 2 C-size batteries, and it was huge, but it took special Viewmaster discs because on the back were plastic records that when you put it in, lined up, and then it would jump to the track as you would change it to where it would go. Now, I don't know how it did it. I didn't ever rip one open to take a look at it. But when you would throw the lever, it would change tracks, change the picture, and you'd get the next the voiceover for whatever you were looking for. They did a lot of cartoons or TV show stuff. And so hence, the closest analogy on this was it was a personal slide projector. And those of us who film strips. Remember film strips?
Yes.
Okay. Some film strips machines came with a cassette deck and would automatically rotate the film projector. This was kind of similar. Anybody other than me? Rose, did you ever hear of this?
I had one as a kid. They were really heavy.
Oh, yes.
So I preferred my other one without the sound because as a little like 6-year-old, it was really hard to keep that lifted up for like 20 minutes while you're watching the movies and such.
Yep. Jackie said she had one. Okay.
Yeah. I never had this.
They were expensive.
Oh, yes. Time. Yeah. And the problem is this, though. Back in the 70s, those batteries wouldn't last long, and they would leak.
Yes.
And once they leaked, that white stuff, that white acid got on stuff. That's it. You got to throw away the toy because you couldn't fix it.
Yeah, it got corroded. Yeah, I think that's what happened with mine.
Same here.
Got corroded. Yep.
Okay, Mark, you remember which ones did you get? Did you remember which?
Oh no, I never had this. I had the regular
Viewmaster.
Viewer, whatever that was. I don't think it was GAF at the time. Yeah, Viewmaster. I just had the regular Viewmaster, but I never had, Henry Fonda's GAF. So
yeah. And like I said, this one stunned me, the fact that Henry Fonda, I do not remember, and look how young he looked.
Yes.
And his hair was red. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I just remember him from On Golden Pond for some reason. And the old westerns that he used to be in. And that was in black and white, so I didn't know he had red hair.
Yeah.
At that age, he was in a lot of movies that I kind of liked. Fail Safe, things of that nature, even though this was in color.
I remember him from
Midway. I've been busy. Yeah, Midway. Yeah. He was a little older. His hair was white when he was in Midway, though. But I'm failing on finding your. Oh, I think I did.
Did I give you the link?
Yeah, that link doesn't work.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's what I've been doing. I've been distracted, but I did find
that's
something.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the next one was released in 1966. Now, I think it was Paul last week talked about this one, and so I deliberately went out to find this one for him. So go ahead and run clip number 9. This is for you, Paul.
Oh, is Paul here? Oh, hey, Paul. Yes. Yeah, good morning. Sorry, I'm between screens here, so I'm bopping back and forth. So you guys gonna bear with me here for a second. All right, what number are we on there?
Number 9.
Number 9.
Meet Major Matt Mason, Mattel's man in space and the bravest astronaut yet. He lives on the moon. We may all be there soon. And he gets around with a jet. Until Sergeant Storm in his red uniform, Major Matt worked all alone. Now, together, they face the dangers of space and seek to learn the unknown. The machines that they drive seem almost alive as they transport the adventurous pair. The new Astrotrack whips through the black, and Firebolt even goes where they meet Captain Laser, his space gear ablaze with energy stored from the stars. He's a giant, it's true, but a friendly one who spent his boyhood on Mars. An exciting place, the world of space, as all the astronauts know. This world is swell. It's made by Mattel. With it, how far can you go?
Okay, let me give you a little information. As time went on, they had more and more vehicles, bases, allies, and even enemies who were aliens. Okay, as a matter of fact, the enemy's mold was later used for the toys of the Cylons for Battlestar later in the year, the 70s.
Cool.
Okay, now, Major Matt Madsen had a couple of problems. First off, you heard one of them had a red uniform. When they did the different colors, and even the white ones, the paint was not any good, and it had a tendency to flake off, and kids found out that these things were not white. They were this black plastic underneath the paint. They had a horrible problem of falling off. Also, the joints were wire. Okay, so we all know that if you move wire too much, it gets metal fatigue and snaps off. So limbs were falling off of Major Madsen over time. Yep, there you go. Cause the armature to break, and then they would angle like a serious break. You know, absolutely. I've seen that. And a lot of toys like that, Paul, at the time had the same problem. Now, these toys were discontinued by the mid-70s because the interest in the space program had basically died out. But, and this is a fun one, a mint condition one went up in the Discovery with John Glenn when John Glenn did his Discovery shuttle mission. And
cool. Oh, awesome.
And it was declared that it was an unofficial crew member on that mission.
That's really neat.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I thought that was really interesting. And Paul had mentioned it last time that he was a Matt Madsen player. So I went and found this one for him. All right. This next one, I gotta wonder if Mark had it. Okay. Simply because of what it was and what was involved. Okay. If he didn't, he can go find it now from anywhere from $200 to $400, depending upon the condition. Mark, be a friend and roll number 10.
I don't know if I should do that.
I think you should.
How? All right, here we go. Number 10.
We're watching an Archie cartoon with the amazing motorized Easy Show movie projector. Notice that it runs all by itself. To make it go, you just press this button. Oops.
Hey, you turned it off.
Now, if you press this button...
Wow, it's going backwards.
Show favorite movies forwards, backwards, or in stop action with Kenner's motorized Easy Show movie projector.
All right.
Hell no. Hell no. I didn't have that.
All right. The first one was a hand crank one. Okay. I couldn't find a commercial for the hand crank one, so that's why I got the motorized one. The first one was released in 1965. None of them had sound, the motorized or the hand cranked. But this is the part why I think Mark's going to go out and find the early models, because the early models came with film cassettes that were 8mm, and the first ones came out with Space Ghost, Samson and Delilah, the Flintstones, Yogi Bear, Moby Dick, and the Mighty Mightar.
Oh, good
God. I thought you were going to say Johnny Quest.
No. I looked carefully on that to see it. Okay. Now, Joe, the quality is what the quality of 8mm was back in the 60s and early 70s, whatever that was. Okay.
Yeah.
So I looked at these just to see, because I was interested in the film stuff, and these things are selling on eBay like crazy. There's a lot of people buying and selling these. And like I said, they range from $200 to $400 depending upon the condition. And ironically, the condition of the box actually raises the price a lot more than the condition of the toy. You know?
Sure.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Anybody, any thoughts on this?
I never had one, but it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I had a 8mm projector. So I did watch some 8mm movies. I think the first movie my mother ever bought me when I got that projector, it was a Jerry Lewis movie. He was in the Navy or something like that. I can't remember the rest of it. But, you know, I had an 8mm projector. Never had a 16mm, because 16mm were in schools, you know, elementary schools and things like that. But I did have an 8mm at least.
Okay.
So, cool. Hold on for a sec. I'm kind of.
Paul said it was it was 1/4 of 35mm, so very grainy and blurry.
Yeah.
So there you go, and you can see the picture at the bottom of what they had.
I've never seen one of these. It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, and you can see the cassettes. You know, you just put the cassette in, and it loops into over the lens and the basic projector. This is basically the same theory of what Edison did for her projectors.
Hey, for back then, man, this thing must have cost a fortune. It probably was $40.
I'm betting it was about 20, to be honest.
Yeah. Really interesting. All right.
Now, do we have the last one or not?
We have 2 last ones.
You can choose whatever you want.
Yeah, well, just to smack you on the hand, this is what happens when your shows get in late at night and I'm not interested in even looking at them. So
I'm sorry. It won't happen again. I'm sorry.
Sure you are. All right. So we'll go ahead and show the oldest one, because there's a new one and an old one. Did you want to talk about it first, or you want me to go ahead and show it?
It was invented in 1957 in response to the ant farms. It was originally named Instant Life. It was nicknamed the clickbait of the 1960s and 70s. And then we'll go from there.
All right. I'll give you where is it? I'll give you the old one first. Hold on. All right. It's got to be this one. This is a weird one. Check it out.
Fellow country monks, here's how we're going to put instant life into the economy. Let's whip up a winning team of amazing live sea monkeys, because sea monkeys are more fun than a barrel of people. All you have to do is just add sea monkey eggs to prepared water, and you'll see instant pets swimming alive before your eyes. You'll have a ball watching them grow. So what are you waiting for, team? Go out and get them. Sea monkeys, the amazing instant pets for the whole family.
Okay, so this is why RFK doesn't want us to take Tylenol, because he knew that if you package something on the shelf for a very long time, it ain't good.
Okay, so let me explain how this all worked, all right? Later in 1962, they were renamed sea monkeys because some kids said the tails looked like monkeys. Oh my gosh. What happened was you would take a bowl or a cup and you would put a certain amount of water in it, let it heat up to room temperature, and then you would pour in the first pouch. And the first pouch had chemicals to make the water safe, add a little salt to it, and it added the brine shrimp eggs. Yeah. And then a little time afterwards, you would pour in another one, which added the food for the brine shrimp plus more sea monkey eggs. And every 7 days, you would pour in another packet, which was to feed them. Okay. And the lifespan of the sea monkeys was 2 to 3 months, but some people had kept them alive for 5 years.
Wow.
Okay. Now, we all know the image that we've seen on the back of comic books back in those days. Okay, look it up, Rose. I know you
aliens.
I remember them. They scared me, so I never bought them.
Okay,
Yeah.
now
They had eyes and mouths and everything.
Yeah, the ads were usually found in the back of comic books. The artist, and this is for Joe. This was done for Joe Orlando. Did this art. He was later an editor-in-chief at Marvel in DC. Okay. It was estimated, the maker of this said he estimated that he advertised on 3.2 million pages of comic books per year because of how many sold. And he said it was a great success because it was a runaway hit. Okay, now, here's one I didn't know until I did the research on this. Sea monkey eggs were taken to the moon and back on Apollos 16 and 17 to see what the effects of cosmic rays and radiation and so on would be on these sorts of things for potential growing foods and all that. They found that 10% survived and the rest died to exposure to cosmic radiation. And also on the same trip with Glenn of the Matt Madison, they also took them up on the Discovery, and those all were fine when they came back. So I thought that was interesting. There's a really interesting history on sea monkeys. Now, you said you had a second one? Oh, there you go. There's the sea monkey dad.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's you had a good reason to be scared there, Rose. I mean, my God, they were freaking an alien race living in a freaking aquarium in your bedroom.
Yes, yeah, that's what I thought they were gonna look like, you know. So
yeah,
every kid thought they were gonna look like that.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, wow, they got eyes and they're smiling at us. This is great. So so in my scramble, I did find one more video. That video that we showed there was from the 70s. And this one is a little updated, I think I saw. So here's the second one.
After many years, the original sea monkeys are back. Bring them to life. All you need is water. Add the sea monkeys' eggs, and you're ready for instant life. It's easy. Feed them and watch them grow, day after day. Choose your favorite tank and hatch your own original sea monkeys from Bandai.
Yeah, because now they come with aquariums that have little magnifying lenses embedded in the side so you can get a better look at them.
Yeah, which is brilliant. I mean, that's brilliant, but I don't know. I'm not one for keeping critters captured, I guess. You know, I mean,
like I said,
these probably would have revolted and killed me in my sleep. So
probably. But this was the clickbait of the 60s and 70s.
You said clickbait. Anyway, so yeah, sea monkeys. Oh, that's amazing.
So there you go. There's 11 toys and things that you could have gotten as a kid while you were watching your cartoons on Saturday mornings, or you were staring intently at your Sears catalog while you were listening to the Saturday morning cartoons because the toys were much more interesting. Yeah,
well, great show. Much like Rose, you guys came in, almost under, if not close to, what we thought we'd do 7 years ago, which was an hour-long show, right? So that's pretty good. You did a good job on that. I think the sea monkeys freaked me out a little bit, but it's those damn squirmies or whatever that damn thing was that's gonna stick in my brain while I'm watching Svengoolie tonight. That sucks. That pretty much sucks. But yeah, great show. Hey, look, so Paul had made some comments. Oh my God, he gave us a link that I don't think will work. Let me see. Where's that comment? He said something about the 8mm. Let's just go down here. This is the one right here where he said he still owned one. That was very nice, an 8mm movie projector.
Yep.
man, a lot of stuff I could not transport down here to Florida with me, but I'm sure I had stuff in that old house all over the place. Cheryl had mentioned that there were ads for Sea Monkeys everywhere. You're absolutely right. I think every freaking comic book, DC and Marvel, had them inside their back page or somewhere back there. So we did. Oh my God, I had Mexican jumping beans.
Oh yeah, Mexican jumping beans. Yep.
I don't mean any harm. We may have been one of the most intelligent generations around, but we were also idiots.
Hey, listen.
Like, whoa.
Listen, two things, okay? How many people remember the Pet Rock?
Oh, yeah.
Good. No, because I went to college, okay? I'm sorry. I went to college.
Somewhere in my house, I still have a mood ring.
I had a mood ring.
Okay, I had one of those. Yeah, I fell for that. I keep looking at my hand going, oh, I'm not feeling too great today, am I?
Yeah, but I'm not really sure how I felt about it.
Ooh, man, you must have been in a bad mood then.
But I'm telling you, while we did incredible toys that some of you saw, we also bought some of the dumbest toys there were, okay?
We did. I mean, I wouldn't call it a dumb toy, but I loved jacks. I loved to play jacks. I mean, I was good at it. I think my whole family, everybody in my family was good at jacks, playing jacks. So
Jackie had a mood ring. So
yeah, she did. You remember pickup sticks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, I got stories to tell you about drunken airmen at my house with my dad. They would play pickup sticks late into the night.
Yeah, it is a dexterity kind of exercise there for pickup sticks. So yeah, I can understand the military actually using that. Oh, there you go, Paul. Yeah, I knew you were a real man.
No, yeah. Paul, I understand what you're saying, but Legos are worse. Having stepped on both.
I think they might be equal. They're equal thing, okay? Because you got those little sharp ends on those metal jacks.
Sharp edges, yeah. The jacks, I think,
but Legos are no picnic either.
Yeah. And of course, we mentioned this before, but I love my Lincoln Logs. Anytime I could build a structure, I just love. I mean, can you guys see how my youth came up to fruition, up to where I am today?
It seems like you were headed towards that direction.
I was headed that way. Yeah.
I wanted an erector set, but my folks would never get that for me. They got me the Lincoln Logs, but they wouldn't get me the erector set.
Wasn't it one with a dinosaur in it? You could build a.
I don't know.
You could build
it's the one that had screws and nuts in it, and it was metal.
Yeah, yeah. Some of them that you could get electric ones, I think.
Look at this. They wouldn't get me some of these toys that like erector sets. But what did they get me? They got me a chemistry set.
And you're not a chemist.
Yeah.
No, but then they would. Once they gave me the chemistry set, they actually read the instructions and some of the stuff, and they went, "No, it's too dangerous for you. We're not going to use it." And I never got to play with them after they bought it.
But then they handed you the lawn darts, right?
No, those were my father's, and they would never let me and my brother play them. But the drunken guys from the military would play them all the time.
Yeah, boy, there's a lot of drunken military people in your household.
Oh, there was in the 70s.
They
drank heavily.
In the 70s, that's true. Drank heavily.
Yeah, the 70s were a different time for sure.
That's the one I'm talking about, Paul. This one right here, I could have sworn I saw one that was in the shape of a dinosaur.
Yeah.
With the pulleys and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I remember the motors and the pulleys. I never had one, but some of my friends did. Yep.
Yeah, and then the action figure age came up. We're going into the Joe generation where, the Transformers, I think, pretty much transformed, no pun intended, the age of action figures. When you were so anxious to see a space shuttle form out of the body of a robot,
I think action figures were there a lot longer. They just didn't, because I remember the 12-inch GI Joes.
Sure.
And
I was about to say.
And the $6 Million Man toy.
Yeah, but the GI Joe, I think was earlier than that. Hey, look, let me tell you guys something. Segueing out of here for
G.I. Joe with Kung Fu Grip.
Yeah. Okay. So let me finish my thought here. Okay. So I am in communication with the two individuals who were the hosts for the new zoo review. Okay. Obviously, they have popped back amongst the public. They have started their own Facebook page. That's been literally, it was the daughter that started the Facebook page that actually was responsible for bringing those two back to life. So we're trying something here. I'm having a hard time trying to work this out with them. Everybody's got scheduling, whatever, but you know, if you find their Facebook page, they actually sing old songs on their Facebook page. If you look at them now, as opposed to what they were in a Facebook page, it's just a pleasure to see. I mean, they're still vibrant. They're still pretty damn cool.
I follow it.
What's his name? Lost. Yeah, they're no longer black haired. Okay, I have to say that the black hair is all gone, and some hair is gone elsewhere. You know, but yeah. So the host of the two, Doug and what the hell?
I remember Doug.
Oh my God, I'm singing a song in my head, and I can't come up to their names. Betty Joe. Oh,
Betty
boy,
Joe.
I don't know, but anyway, is it Betty Joe? So yeah, so we'll see. We'll keep our fingers crossed on those guests coming up, and but it's good to see them pop back up into the public limelight. I used to watch that every morning, I think, before school. You know, the new zoo review was on.
In New England, it was shown on Sundays.
Yeah, we got it on Channel 5, I think, which was a Washington, D.C. station that I watched every morning. It was just great to see those guys again. So keep our fingers crossed on that. So good show. Rose, can you give us a rundown of next week on who's who, who's what's going on?
Yeah, it's my turn next week. For we're doing Saturday morning cartoons next week. It's my turn.
Hey, but we should be doing classic. We should be doing classic as well.
Well, I moved that because we had you had a show last night, so I moved.
That was last night.
Because I think it might be my turn to do that too. I have to take a look. But
no. Yeah, we don't do two. One person will not do two shows on a weekend. We're not going to.
Right. That's why but because you did a show this Friday, I actually, when I redid the schedule, I did classic television the following week, like not next Friday, but the following, just so we wouldn't have Friday shows.
This was actually supposed to be a Wednesday show that we had to do Friday because of scheduling for Lee, since he was broadcasting from Singapore last night, and that's the reason it shouldn't count. So what I want to do is, if you don't mind, redo the schedule. I actually have a classic television show ready to go.
Okay, we'll do that. I'll send a new schedule out this tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, just rearrange everything. I'll do Friday night show, and you're going to do Saturday morning show. Is that okay?
That sounds great.
With you guys? All right, good. I already got one. I'm anxious to do this show too, so I'm ready. It's all done. It's been done a week ago, you know. So I'm ready to go with classic. So let's do that. Hey, so there you go. Yes, it was a great show. What is Jackie saying here? Oh, she's the baby of the '80s. Okay. And it was interesting to see how many I had heard of or played with. Yeah. Well, this is what we do. We bring the past back forward. Bring the past forward. Remind you guys of things that you've probably already forgotten about, and it's good that we can bring these memories to you each and every week. So, good show. There was a nice Paul. Good seeing and talking to you as usual. And every time you pop in, it's a joy, buddy boy. You know, Paul puts on painting classes as well. He teaches classes, painting, some really nice stuff. I think he does it at Flax. I don't know if Flax is nationwide, FLAXX, which is actually an art store. You go for art supplies and things of that nature. We have one here in downtown Orlando called Flax. And I think he was doing his paintings classes there. I don't know if he still is or not. But yeah. But yeah, you guys, everybody, yeah, Joe, you have a good weekend as well. Mike, have a good weekend as well. And we will see you guys again on Friday. On Friday, we'll be doing Classic Television SmackDown, okay?
This will be
so it's been a crazy
3rd.
month. Yeah, October 3rd. Okay, it's been a crazy month. So yeah, live long and prosper. And and if you guys have not watched Marvel Zombies, please watch Marvel Zombies. It's only 4 episodes, but it's cinematic level, in my opinion, of what they did. It's CGI or animation. Watch Marvel Zombies if you can. I really enjoyed it and may actually watch it again. So check that out. All right, guys, crew, everybody else, we will see you. Take care. Yes, Sam Flax was the place that I mentioned, and that is where he is. Okay, good. All right, guys, take care. See you Friday.